We're in Seoul, South Korea, and we're going to travel all over the city to try every single Korean food. We made a list of every single Korean food, and we have 6 days to try and eat and rank them all. Let's go. Alright, I'm going to pause right there. Full disclosure, we bit off more than we can chew and only managed 22 foods. Hope you still enjoy it. Back to the scheduled program. So we're at BHC Chicken, a famous Korean fried chicken chain, and I cannot wait to have some fried chicken. Gotta put on some gloves. So we have some sprinkled chicken, which is this. It's pretty hot. And we have some sauce chicken. Alright, ready? That is really good. Alright, let's try this one. So the sprinkled cheese one, S tier. The sauce, probably A tier. But you can't have Korean fried chicken without Korean beer. Cheers, guys.
Okay, so we have a bingsu, which is a Korean shaved ice dessert. Ours is their strawberry premium one, which has green tea ice cream and bits of strawberry and cream. Yum. It tastes really good. It's really sweet, very strawberry-y, very strawberry-y. And this is their shaved ice. Cold, but delicious, really creamy. I think this is the best bingsu I've had. A tier.
It's time for the speedrun section of the video. This is Gwangjang Market.
Gwangjang Market is a massive street food market with origins dating back to 1905. It's very popular with tourists, especially after being featured on season 1 of Netflix street food documentary. You can even see that Gordon Ramsay's been here.
We're going to tick off as many street foods as we can, starting off with hotteok.
It's warm, it smells sweet and oily. So the inside's a bit like sticky and a bit chewy. Nice and sweet. Probably give this the B tier though.
Alright, so we found this place with a bunch of things on our street food list. We've got kimbap, we've got tteokbokki, we've got japchae, we've got blood sausages.
Let's start with the kimbap. Kimbap is basically rice with some filling wrapped in seaweed, or kind of like the Korean version of sushi. This one's just pickled vegetables. I feel like if it had a different filling it'd be better, but this one's probably beef. Tteokbokki is, I think, just sticky rice cakes, and this one's spicy. It's so chewy and spicy. Probably also a C, maybe a D for me actually. Next up is japchae, which is just the Korean glass noodles. And I think usually there's a fair bit of sesame oil and sesame flavour in there. I like the texture. And this one's a bit peppery too. Probably be blood sausage. Do I just put the whole thing in my mouth?
Yeah, sure.
Sausage made out of blood, but the texture is actually quite good. It's kind of like chewy and kind of ricey with a nice outside, but it does taste a bit like what I would associate with intestines. So not everyone's taste, but not bad. Much more milder than intestines. Probably C.
I am beyond excited to eat this. So when I was looking up food to book in Korea, this had my mouth salivating. It was like one of my top things that I wanted to eat. It's basically soy sauce, raw marinated crab. So let's give it a go. That's so good. It's raw crab, so it's kind of like sashimi. You can taste the oceany flavor, kind of like when you have oyster, but different. And then the marinade is really nice. It's a cold dish, so it's kind of nice and refreshing.
This is the spicy crab. It's delicious. You can taste like the red pepper paste, and the crab is raw, so it's cold and it's nice and soft. Yum. What would be better if it didn't come with a shell? But they give you gloves and a fin, so that's great. I was on the hunt for some dal sop bibimbap, and we came across this mum and pop run restaurant called Youn's. Listen to that sizzle. The crispy rice down the bottom is delicious. Adds to the texture. This I would say 8 to the for sure.
We have something here called hangover soup. I believe this is pork. I'm not sure what the broth is. The reason why it's called hangover soup is because you're supposed to have it after you're hungover. Now, I'm not hungover, but we're going to try to be because we've got some makgeolli as well. That's really good. It's very savoury, very umami. It's a very hearty bone broth. I will put it in the A tier.
This is makgeolli, which is Korean rice wine, but it's carbonated and it usually comes with a sediment down the bottom. So you've got to be able to mix it up without causing an explosion. Tastes like the ones back at home. I guess they all come from Korea anyway, don't they? Well, maybe the alcohol's high. This is quite drinkable, so I'd probably say beer. So if you're having hangover soup at the same time as we're drinking makgeolli, then it means it will be fine, right?
Kimchi pancake, B tier. Next up we have good old kimchi, B tier.
So Korea is known for its cafe culture. One of the most popular cafes is Onion. Let's go inside and see what it's like for ourselves.
Onion Cafe is popular and there's always a line to get in. Sadly, we had to wait in the rain because we didn't have an umbrella, but it was worth the wait. You can dine in or opt for takeaway. If you dine in, someone will seat you first. After that, you pick your pastries and make your way to the counter, where you can also order drinks.
Have here. Can we get a vanilla bean latte and also a signature milk tea?
You then take your pastries and your drink buzzer back to your table where you wait until your drinks are ready for collection. Besides the pastries, the most alluring thing about Onion is that it's inside a beautiful traditional Korean building called a hanok. The vibes are immaculate.
5 pastries between the two of us. Okay. Let's do it.
We ended up going a bit crazy and bought a hazelnut choux, an olive bacon pizza, a strawberry pastry, a blueberry croissant, and a pandero, which is a vanilla bean, sugar powder, and butter pastry.
This is going to help us tick off 2 things on the list: Korean cafes and Korean pastries. Oh gosh. I tried to be civilized, but that didn't work. Here we go. They actually do their pastries quite well. Like, it's crispy and it's flaky. I wouldn't call it soft, it's like definitely on the crispier side. The cream's pretty good too, it's slightly on the sweeter side, but yeah. So, we've got the hazelnut choux. This table's a bit wobbly. This might end up disastrously. Here we go. Yum. Pastry's nice and crispy and flaky. And the hazelnut cream tastes like hazelnut. It's actually quite good. Yum. It's a croissant with like blueberry yogurt on the inside. It's delicious. So I grabbed this one because it looked cool. How does one even eat this without making a mess?
It had that sign that had the 3 steps.
So cut it, dip it. I made a mess. I have to say that's my least favourite one out of all of them though. Alright, pizza. It's pretty pretty good. There's like a layer of something on the inside there. You can taste the sun-dried tomato, and I think there's like some kind of feta or cheese or something on the inside there. This one's okay. All in all, I feel like Korean pastries are pretty good. So I'd probably say they're an A tier, but out of the lot that we have, the croissant and the choux pastry is probably the best.
Time for the drinks.
And the good thing is that it's coconut milk, so I'm lactose intolerant and it's not gonna hurt my butt. Oh, actually that's really good.
Stephen puts the signature milk tea in the B tier,
Not bad.
and I'd put the coffee in the C tier. Time to head to the next spot.
So we're gonna tick 2 things off the list today. We're gonna tick off dak galbi, which is spicy fried chicken, and bulgogi, which is stir-fried marinated beef. So 2 things I wasn't expecting. 1, we're at a theme park and the food is really affordable. It was 13,800 won. Normally you expect to get ripped off at a theme park, but this is actually really affordable. The other thing I wasn't expecting is that the food is wrapped in bean curd. Okay, let's dig in. That smells so good. It smells like a brie sushi. Get the really nice smoky flavors. I would give it B tier. Alright, time for the dak galbi. I am really sorry, Koreans. I'm probably butchering the name of it, but this is actually one of the foods that I've been looking forward to the most. That spiciness is just hitting me right now. It's just hitting my nostrils. It's got a really nice spice to it, a bit of sweetness, stir-fried chicken, can't go wrong. I put it in the A tier. This is Myeongdong Kyoja. It's a restaurant in the Michelin Guide, and that's why there's a massive line behind us. Let's head inside.
So this restaurant has been in the Michelin Guide since 2017, but it's actually been around since the 60s.
They have a very limited menu. There's only 4 items, but only 3 are available today because the last item is seasonal. We've got the kalguksu, which is a handmade wheat flour noodle, mandu, which is Korean dumplings, and bibimbapsu, which is the spicy cold wheat flour noodles.
The noodles are good. I like the texture. They're kind of chewy, but not too chewy at the same time. Pretty light flavour though, kind of oily.
I would put kalguksu in A tier,
I think these really need the vinegar. It cuts it quite nicely.
I would put mandu in B tier,
Been pretty satisfied with the food. These cold ones are also not bad. They're quite refreshing, a bit spicy. You can definitely taste the sesame oil as well.
I'd put bibimbapsu in B tier, but this one was difficult to rank because it's yummy, but I couldn't finish the whole dish and I wouldn't want it all the time. We were pretty lucky because the line got longer as we left.
Wardrobe change.
We were lucky enough to get a seating at Born and Bred Speakeasy level. The restaurant specialises in Hanoi beef, which is Korea's top quality beef, sort of their equivalent to Japan's Wagyu beef. We weren't allowed to record audio, so here's a quick recap. The chef was extremely skilled, able to use different cooking methods to highlight the different cuts of beef. I would say overall Hanoi beef is S tier.